Assalamu alaikum, family. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Danish Hamidolvi, and today Figrig is gonna surrender her throne. Yeah, or maybe Figrig is a boy, a girl, I don't know. I'm just giving them genders. Paran Terra is a girl, while Baseline and Baseline is a male. Stalker, I guess. And Stalker is a girl. Figrig, I think they're a boy. But Figrig, you're about to surrender your throne, bro, because now it's the turn for one of these cars to become king or queen. Let's kick off this event. Like, we have Brick and Mortar, Skull Crusher, Bone Shaker, Salt Shaker, Yellow Sedan Stop, Red Sedan Stop, Twin Mill 3, and the normal Twin Mill. And boy, it's about to get wild, yo. Alright, then now up first we have Brick and Mortar versus Skull Crusher. Alright, then now, baby. Making it wide. Here we go. And Brick and Mortar was able to make it the furthest, while Skull Crusher loses. Which means that Brick and Mortar is moving on to the next roundup, buddy. Up next, we have Bone Shaker versus Salt Shaker. I'm having a feeling that Bone Shaker is gonna defeat Figrig and make him surrender his throne, because we even also have our monster truck Bone Shaker as king. So perhaps the car Bone Shaker could also become a king. Only one way to find out, buddy. Alright, aloha my dudes, here we go. And apparently Salt Shaker just crashed into those monster trucks, even with this yellow car that my auntie gave me when I was 11 years old, like in 2022. So I mean, like, since Salt Shaker went onto the other side rather than on the finishing line side, Bone Shaker was able to make it further, which means that Bone Shaker is going to be moving on. Up next, we have Twin Mill versus Twin Mill 3. Let's see who's gonna win. Alright, then now here we go, buddy. And Twin Mill 3 was able to make it the furthest before Twin Mill could, which means that Twin Mill 3 is moving on, buddy. Now we have the Battle of the Sedan Stops. Red versus Yellow. Who'll win? Oh, that's gonna hurt. So I guess Yellow is gonna win. So the Yellow Sedan Stop wins, but the Red Sedan Stop loses. Reason why? Reason why is that because apparently the Red Sedan Stop was able to make it the furthest before the Yellow one could, but now since he fell down off the bat and landed on the floor, it means that the Yellow Sedan Stop is gonna be moving on. Let me at least get medical rescue over here. Oh, look at, well, there goes my lovely Sedan Stop, and he's taken on more fall damage this time. You know, whenever cars fall off the floor, they obtain fall damage. Let's see, there is fall damage over here, some fall damage over there, even on the back. No fall damage is seen on the sidings except for over here. For the front, the engine hood, roof, backside, the bottom, the bumper, and now on this side, oh yeah, this one over here. But sorry, bro, but you've lost, sadly. Now we have 4 cars left to take on Figrig, Brick and Mortar, Bone Shaker, Twin Mill 3, and the Yellow Sedan Stop. Find out who's gonna win. So apparently we've decided to make things different over here. We have Brick and Mortar taking on Twin Mill 3. Alright then now, baby, let's see who's gonna win. It's Brick and Mortar, the one who was able to make it the furthest, while Twin Mill 3 was just slow. Brick and Mortar, he's moving on, buddy. Now we have Bone Shaker versus Sedan Stop, the yellow one. Boy, I really hope that Bone Shaker wins just so that he can take down his brother, Brick and Motor Rat or Brick and Motor Rat over there. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Move the side. Oh no! Apparently, oh, nah. Sedan Stop could not even do that. So, yup, apparently. Sedan Stop is gonna be moving. Oh! Bone Shaker is now firing back because he is literally wanting to join his elder brother back there. Let's do this then, baby. Come on, Bone Shaker. Let's see if you can do this. Nah, he's literally so slow. But Bone Shaker, oh, he's literally gonna fire back. Alright, we're accepting this one more time, Bone Shaker. Otherwise, no other chances. Let's see which one of them will make it the furthest. We're doing it backwards, so yep. Oh, actually, apparently the yellow Sedan Stop was able to make it the furthest. But now, actually, Bone Shaker is gonna win because the yellow Sedan Stop, just like his red cousin, he too also fell down on the floor. Now this guy surely must have obtained some fall damage, which means that since this guy fell on the floor, he's eliminated. Bone Shaker is moving on to take on Brick and Motor. Let's get some medical rescue once again. Let's see. Whoa, we got some fall damage over here. Fall damage everywhere. Yep. But still, Sedan Stop is safe, which is the yellow one. Anyways, now, time for the battle of the cousins, or of the twins. Now it's the moment. Brick and Motor versus Bone Shaker. Well, this time, you know the updates. We decided to make things a little bit challenging. Now we have Figrig. Figrig must face Brick and Motor at first. If any one of these two loses, that is Brick and Motor or that is Brick and Motor or even Figrig, the loser is gonna have to take on Bone Shaker. So let's find out. Alright, who's gonna win? It's Brick and Motor. He made it the furthest, which means that Figrig couldn't do it. So it means that the loser, meaning our king, is now gonna have to take on Bone Shaker. Alright, then now let's see which one of these cars are gonna win. Figrig versus Bone Shaker. Here we go, buddy. Oh, none of them could have make it. It's literally a tie, see? Let's do it again, brother. And here we go again. Ha! Figrig literally just wanted to touch his spot to save his seat as the king. And this Bone Shaker literally just lost, which means now he's the loser. He must take on Brick and Motor now. And also, the monster truck Bone Shaker just fell off of his seat for that. I'm gonna get you back up, buddy. There you go. You can do this, Junior! Yeah, praising his bro. Alright then now, Bone Shaker, you can do this. Here we go. Ha! Apparently, Bone Shaker wins. Reason why is that because Brick and Motor, instead of him going straight further towards the finish line, he literally went flying all the way over there and he crashed into the monster trucks. At the same time, he lost his engine. So apparently, Brick and Motor, you were able to make it the furthest, but actually, you had crashed all the way over there. So it means that now you're the loser. You're gonna have to take on Figrig. Alright, let's see which one of them is gonna win. It's Brick and Motor, because Brick and Motor was able to make it the furthest, but Figrig, instead, he just went pouncers and crashed onto his seat. He flew over there, crashed on his seat, then bounced back and fell over there in the same way as Brick and Motor did, which means that now Figrig is literally the, what shall we say, the loser. I guess Figrig is a girl, yeah, I think so. Which means that Figrig is our loser, and she's the queen, the loser queen almost. Now she has to take on Bone Shaker. Brick and Mortar went there the furthest. Bone Shaker's literally doing his full potential. Let's do this! Figrig then just fired back, which means Bone Shaker is now the loser. So, you're gonna have to take on Brick and Mortar again, buddy. Can Bone Shaker do it? Let's see. Nah, Bone Shaker is literally the loser. Brick and Mortar wins, and once again, his engine just flew out. I'm sorry, Bone Shaker, but it looks like you're the loser today. And Brick and Mortar is ready to join his twin, who is a monster truck. Yep. Alright, then now we have came up to a decision with Bone Shaker eliminated. He's now going into the toy box. So here's the thing. Figrig needs 2 points, and as well as Brick and Mortar. Each of these trucks needs 2 points so that they can become the new queen or king. If any one of these two gets total 2 points, then they'll be crowned the new king or queen. But if any one of them gets gets less than 2 points, meaning just only 1 point, they will lose. So here we go, baby. Alright, then now, here we go. And Brick and Mortar was able to make it the furthest. Nice one. Figrig is literally slow. And he also knocked off Bone Shaker at the same time, which means that Brick and Mortar needs one more now. We're switching the lanes and doing it again. Alright, then now, let's see who's gonna make it. Here we go. It's over. We have a new king, Brick and Mortar. And apparently, Figrig sadly loses. So yep, Figrig is our loser. Sorry, Figrig, but now you have retired from being a queen. Yeah, Figrig is a girl, actually, and I forgot the genders like I remember in last video. Figrig is the queen, yep. So this here is it, everyone. Congratulate our brand new king, Brick and Mortar, who was able to defeat the queen, Figrig. Figrig is our queen, and now she's no longer the queen. Our king is Brick and Mortar. So Brick and Mortar, we are now going to be moving you onto the seat, right next to the seat of your monster truck twin bro, or cousin, yeah, of your monster truck, the family cousin, Bone Shaker. Yep. Bone Shaker, Brick and Mortar as kings. 2 kings. Wow. Okay, I get it now. Well, as for you, Figrig, you have retired, so you're going to be moving right next with Stock Car, and there. Now, the total collection is almost completed. So, yep, that's going to be a wrap, bros. Alright, so basically this is gonna be the end of my video. Thank you all so much for watching. But also, before I do the outro, tell me, for next week, the Bone Shaker, the monster truck Bone Shaker is gonna retire and surrender his throne. Not this week, next week. And as for the Brick and Mortar, the same thing is gonna go for him. Now, I've already decided everything for Brick and Mortar. Well, currently, but what shall I even really decide for Bone Shaker? Like, apparently, I have, what shall we say, if I get up from my chair, 2 selections. Shall I make Bone Shaker take on the car Hot Wheels monster trucks, or shall I make him take on the glow-in-the-dark Hot Wheels monster trucks? Let me know in the comments what do you think I shall, do so that I can decide. And also, I mean, like, since I was kind of expecting Bone Shaker Jr., meaning the car Bone Shaker, to become the king, but now that since Brick and Mortar is the king, unfortunately, like, now I have these black cars set it up for him. I think I shall replace them with blue cars, because if you can see, brick and mortar is literally like blue closely. So let me know in the comments if you think I shall replace these black cars with total pure blue cars, or are these guys okay? Yeah, like just let me know. And apparently that's not all for my today's video, because well, actually that's all for my today's video, but wait, because remember, once I'm done uploading and recording this video, I'm going to be uploading a brand new video on my YouTube channel where I'm going to be starting a brand new account of My Singing Monsters. Like, don't you think that I'm done for the day? That's all for my right now's video. In my next upcoming video for today, I'm gonna be starting a brand new account of My Singing Monsters, because I've already lost my 2 accounts on my dad's white phone and on my dad's, no, sorry if I pulled out the middle finger, and even also on my dad's blue phone. So yep, that's it. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.